Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's your boy True, and for today's day is Friday, October the 1st. Y'all know what time it is. Genesect is back as a raid boss by the time you're watching this video. I already did a raid. Shout out to Japan Level for the invite. Did not get the Hundo, but I did get the new dry form of Genesect. But y'all know what today is, man. Come on now. Say it along with me, y'all.
Say it with me now.
It's the first of the month. Okay, we done with that. So, what this video gonna be about? It's not about the jungle event because again, it's like 1:44 in the morning. So that's not what this is about.
Oh no!
What this is about though, we gonna look at my top 10 Hundos that I currently own. So I did my top 10 shinies that I own. So now we're gonna move on to my top 10 Hundos. There's no disclaimers, there's no requirements or anything like that. It's whatever I got, that's what I got. So there could be trades, there could be lucky trades, whatever the case may be, whatever I got is whatever I got. Let's start with number 10. And number 10 is this right here, a Hundo Gigalith, yes. So I got 100% IV Gigalith. I don't remember the details behind this. I got this 2020 last year, and I think apparently I hatched this. Yes, so this was a hatch that I got back in January of 2020 before COVID was a thing. But either way, this is a very cool Hundo right here, if I do say so myself. The 100% IV Gigalith, very cool. And it's not useful in raids, nor is it useful in PvP. It's just a cool Hundo to have though, in my opinion. So that's why it is number 10 on my list. Just because of the fact that it's just cool. Sticking with the G's, we got Gengar at the number 9 spot. So why is this number 9? So even though it's not at the max, and this one was called, this might have been a community day catch as far as I know. But yeah, I gave it a double move. Now this one is useful in raids, even though it's squishy as heck. But the reason why I got it here, because again, it got some use, but it's low because it's squishy as heck. And really at this point, that right there, that's the main reason why. Mega Evolve this joint right here, yeah, and I can power it up a little bit more if I want to. Cause how many XL I need 208 more XL candies, and yeah, we don't have enough of that for that. But it's fine as it is, because again, if I were to Mega Evolve this, look at that CP. That CP way too high. And even though the CP would be high, meaning his attack should be increased, but again, it's still squishy. So that's why it's number 9 on the list. It's higher than the last one, but it can't be at number 8 because of how squishy it is. Number 8 on the list is another G. This time we talking about Giratina, another ghost type, but this one's also dragon type. So this one also got some use, really in raids and to some degree in Master League as well. But I mostly use this for raids, though I could teach it a second move if I wanted to. And this is another one of those ones where I don't have enough XL candy to max it out, which requires 296 more to get in the 4,000 CP range. But again, it still got some use as a, mostly as a ghost type, not necessarily as a dragon type, but it got some use as a ghost type. Wait, I would say that I'm talking about in raids. And PvP is whatever, but that's why this is number 8, because it got better defense than Gengar, so it got more use as a raid boss, and you can use it in PvP as well, unlike the Gengar. And you can't Mega Evolve it in PvP either. Not yet anyway. So that's why this is ahead of the Gengar, but it's still not high enough because there's still better Pokemon that you can use in raids and in PvP, which is why this is only at number 8, and also this is the best buddy as well, so that's pretty cool too. Let's move on to number 7. So now we're gonna move on from the ghost types to the dragons. So from the G's ghosts to the D's dragons. Don't tell that joke. I know what y'all think in the comment section. Do not tell that joke. But number 7 on the list, Dialga. So this is actually one of my all-time favorite legendaries. This is actually second behind Mewtwo. So it makes sense for me to not only make this my best buddy and give it the ribbon, but I also powered it up to the complete maximum. And as it stands, this is my highest CP Pokemon in shiny form, I think. And I think overall as well. Yes, overall. This is my highest CP Pokemon overall, without question. So yeah, it have to be on the list. And this is one of the best dragons in the game, really because of his defense. It's like very good against other dragons as well. And even though it's not the best attacker, but in terms of like being balanced, this is it right here. In terms of attack and defense, this is it right here. And it got some use in PvP and Master League, obviously. But yeah, even though this is one of my all-time favorite legendaries, it's second behind Mewtwo. It's not high on the list because there's better raid options out there. There are better PvP options out there. And again, this is powered up to the max, but there's still better options out there. And that's why this is only number 7 on the list. Speaking of favorites, this is my all-time favorite Pokemon right here. So it made sense for me to get a Hundo Charizard. So that's number 6 on the list. So this one, again, is not the max, but I can obviously make evolve this to either X or Y. Obviously, X is the better looking one, and that's not the shiny form, but like regular form. Y, I think, got the better shiny out of the two. But that's beside the point. So yeah, I had to have a Hundo Charizard, and I think I got 2, actually. But this one is like close to the max. I need 232 XL candies, which is why I'm not really trying to get all that up there. And the reason why this is high on the list is because this is my all-time favorite Pokemon. So even though Dialga is more useful as a raid boss, you know, that's the price you pay when you're a fire type, unfortunately. But it still got a heck a lot of use in Go Battle League and PvP. Great League, Ultra League, not necessarily Master League, but it still got some use in PvP. It's somewhat useful in raids, especially now with Genesect out. So it's number 6 on the list. Let's keep it moving though. Now we get to my top 5, and we're gonna start off with Tyranitar. So Tyranitar takes the number 5 spot. So the reason why it is here because it got a lot of use. It's a safe use for raids. So Tyranitar, you're looking at a Bite, Crunch, Stone Edge, or you could go with Smackdown, Stone Edge, Crunch. You know, it's good as a rock type, even though there are better rock types out there. It's good as a dark type, so while it's one of the best dark type users, but if you're going against psychic or ghost types, there's better options besides this. This is the safe bet right here, and it's a useful bet right here. So that's why it's number 5. It's not necessarily maxed out as any more XL candies for that, but it's up there. It got the best buddy ribbon on it. Now in terms of PvP, it's not useful in PvP at all, to be honest. There's way better options out there in PvP for all 3 leagues. But in terms of, you know, it's used as a raid, and raids rather, this is one of them. This is one of the top ones to have right here because it's safe, it's tanky, and it got some decent attacks on it as well, especially if you're looking for a good rock type user. It's not the best, but it's still good nevertheless. Bars. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 on the list is Kyogre. So looking at Kyogre, this one is again not maxed out to the max. It still needs 286 XL candies, but it still got a CP in the 4,000s. And if I were to power this up to the max, it would without question be my highest CP Pokemon in the game, my collection. It got the best buddy ribbon on it, and this is a useful. The water types are more useful in the game, not just in raids, but in PvP as well, and in the trainer battles, and Kyogre is no different. Now, when it comes to like the best water types to use in raids, this is one of them. It's between this and Swampert. There might be 1 or 2 others, but this one is up there. Like, if you pick all Kyogre, you can't go wrong with it as a raid boss. PvP is good in Master League, but again, there's better options out there, but there's nothing wrong with this. This thing can deliver offensively and is a bit of a tank. But no, it's not. It's more than that. It's actually, it is a tank when it comes to raids and in PvP as well. So that's why this was a must for me to make it, give it the best buddy ribbon. And and this is one of the few shinies that I caught, and I remember this. I got like 2 or 3 of these, so this is also in video format as well. So that's why this is number 4 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Machamp. I mean, Machamp is higher than Kyogre because it got so much use in the game. Let's be real. Let's look at this thing real quick. So first off, this thing is powered up to the max. That's how much I valued it, even though I don't have the best buddy ribbon. But that will change in time. But it's powered up to the max. It got 2 charge moves, and I don't remember when I caught this. It might have been doing the community day or community weekend thing when they feature all the community day featured Pokemon throughout that year, 2017. I don't remember. But either way, Hundo Machamp is great. It is very useful in raids, as it is amongst, really, I'll have to say it's the best fighter in the game, especially for raids. It is really good for PvP. Great League, there's better options out there for Ultra League and Master League fighters, this is amongst the best. And then of course, it is very useful in the NPC matchup. So, you know, the Team Garaki battles and the trainer battles, and recently the fashion trainer. I use this thing and it just sweeps the opposition with the fashion trainers. So this thing, without question, is no joke. And I would highly recommend you try to get a Hundo Machamp. You powered it up to the max. You give it 2 charge moves, and you try to make this your best buddy. This thing is no joke, but it's not in my top 2. Check out what it is in my top 2. Number 2 on the list is Rayquaza. So I was sitting in this chair. It was doing, I think it was a Safari Zone event, you know, a Safari Zone makeup event where we had to do remotely or whatever the case may be, I don't remember. But I was sitting in this chair and I was live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/true_inferno, and this thing popped up and I was like, oh man, I gotta catch it quick because I don't want to miss any more, because I was gonna get some more coming in, and I caught it. And when it comes to Hundos and legendaries, I do not miss. So this thing got a lot of use in raid boss, especially if you're going against other dragons and whatever the case may be, because this is more, I believe, and remember something correctly, this is still the best attacker in the game when it comes to raid bosses. It's certainly the best dragon attacker in the game, so there's no doubts about that. But the defense is not up there. Dialga would be your better bet, and when it comes to defense and really overall stats, like in terms of balance offensively and defensively, but it's all about attack. It's all about offense when you're doing raids, and this is the best. PvP, not useful in PvP. There's better dragon options out there for PvP, especially Master League. But as a raid, to use in raids rather, this is it. It's maxed out. It got 2 charge moves, and you gotta have a Rayquaza. Like a Hundo Rayquaza is dope. If you're lucky enough, there you go. But it's not my number 1. If y'all know the channel, y'all seen my videos, y'all should know what my number 1 Hundo is. Ladies and gentlemen, my number 1 Hundo is more than just a Hundo. It's a Shundo. Yeah, and not just any Shundo.
Oh no!
We talking this thing right here. This thing is a total beast. This Swampert, go back over here. This Swampert is a total beast. So we talking about, never mind the fact that it's a Shundo, but this thing got so much use in the game. We talk about as a raid boss. Like, now, are there better water types options for you? Kyogre, for example, yeah, but it's still up there as a water type. Ground type, like, this is amongst the best. Maybe Groudon could replace it in terms of the best ground type attacker in the game when it comes to raid bosses, but it's still up there. So Swampert is still up there with the water types and the ground types when it comes to raids. Oh my gosh, PvP, forget about it. I don't care what league it is, Great League, Ultra League, Master League, Swampert is amongst the best. There's no debate about that. And then of course the NPCs, Team Garaki battles, fashion trainers, trainer battles, whatever. This thing is no joke. It's similar to Machamp, but the reason why Machamp is not up there is because, again, Machamp is a bit squishy. That's why I put Rayquaza over it, because Rayquaza attacks is really, really dope. This thing is balanced. It is highly useful, and it's a Shundo. Like, you don't get this. Like, you don't see this. And this was caught during the Mudkip Community Day, and I got a video out for that as well. I am very happy to have this. I wish I could power it up to the max. As soon as I get more XL candies, best believe this will be powered up to the max. I will put a best buddy ribbon on this thing. That is happening. Trust. So those are my top 10 Hundos that I currently own. What are your top 10 Hundos? Do you have any Shundos? And if so, how many do you have? So again, I only have 1. This is the only one that I have. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know what this is. This boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they ranking with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show them that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.